Hello, welcome, everybody. It's Jen, and I am here to have a little chit chat. Get ready with me while I get ready for date night. I hope the lighting is good, my angle is good. Let me know how it's going. I am new to these lives, and I'm just going to jump in and hopefully we can get some chats going and you can tell me a little bit about yourself while I tell you a little bit about me while I get ready. I'm going to start by putting a little lip plumper on these lips. Let me know if you are here. Say hello in the comment box. This lip plumper is from iMethod. Excuse that. This lip plumper is from iMethod Beauty. You can find them on Amazon, and I like it a lot. I'm going to use this Ren Perfect Canvas Primer to prime my skin. I will take a minute when this live is over, either tonight or tomorrow, and I will list all the products that I used today in case you are interested. But I am, for reference, an oily skin kind of gal. So I like primers that are going to mattify and smooth my skin. And this one, I like it. I'm going to next prime my eyelids with this Jason Wu eyeshadow primer. It is a brand that you can find at Target. So, a little bit of information about me. I am a mama over 40. I'm married. I have a lovely husband. We have been together for, I believe, over 20 years. We met at work. We are kind of opposites. I am a little more outgoing, conversational. He is more of the quiet type. And you know what they say, opposites attract. So we met in 1997, got married in 2005, and it's been an adventure. Let me know, are you married? Do you have a significant other? Well, life sure changes after you have kids. Date nights become even more important. So there is the eyeshadow primer. I like it. I am going to throw a little under eye corrector under my eyes. This one is from Becca and Smashbox. This is newer to my collection, and I am loving it. It's crazy. I'm oily on my T-zone, and sometimes my whole face gets oily, but never under my eyes. My under eyes, and I am good with my skincare, but my under eyes can get very dry, and I have deep set eyes. So if you struggle with darkness under your eyes or dryness under your eyes, I do absolutely recommend this eyeshadow, this under eye brightener. It is called the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I have it in the shade Fair Light. I'm checking to see if anybody is hopping on. Like I said, if you hop on, say hello. And I'm going to do my face first. And for foundation, I have one of my very favorites. This is my NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I have this in the shade, looks like Sahel. It's medium 2.5. I actually struggled to find the right shade. I had bought one shade and then I had to go back and they were able to help me, which is nice. I like to use a little palette for my foundation. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on my palette, maybe a little bit more, which is probably a mistake because if I remember correctly, a little bit goes a long way. You should always start with less, but one of the nice things about the palette is that you don't waste, because then you just use what you need. This is a Haley's Beauty sponge, and here is the foundation. It is on the thinner side, and I'm going to start on that lovely little problem area that I have. And you can see how lovely the coverage is on this foundation. Really does a nice job. I was going to do half my face, but I put too much on my forehead, so I'm just going to keep going. Just keep going. But you can see the coverage. It is fantastic. And I do have too much on my palette. So I have 2 children. One is 15. The other is 9. Both boys. Of course, I am a pretty girly girl. And I have 2 rough and tumble boys. All right, so the foundation looks a little dark for me, but that's all right. We will brighten up the center of the face with some concealer. Yep, too much, that's okay. It did a pretty good job covering up the problem area on my face. My face looks smooth and even. Wondering if I need to pull this foundation down even a little bit lower. That is always a trick. If you feel like it is not exactly matching, just pull it down. Pull it down the neck. For concealer, I have this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their, I believe it's called Magic Touch, and this is a brighter shade, so that will help. I'm going to go in with a little bit here and here, here and here, and we're just going to brighten up the center of the face. This is an e.l.f. blending sponge, a blending brush, and I'm going to use that. And I always blend the places that need the least coverage first and let the place that needs the most start to set a little bit. So as you can see, I am waiting to do my under eyes because that is where I want the most brightness. I'm going to go ahead and blend this in. So tell me your makeup style. I'm looking to see if we have any chats going on here. Okay. Is your makeup style more of a no makeup makeup? Do you like glam styles? Do you like glam makeup? I would say I'm a little more glam. I do like makeup. I get up an hour early every day so that I can have my quiet time with my coffee and my silence. I often watch YouTube while I'm getting ready. But that is a very special time for me because it's like playtime. Makeup brings me joy. Makeup brings me peace. I love being creative. It is a great thing. I want to take care of these eyebrows. They're driving me crazy. So I'm going to use my new, it's not new to me. I've had it once before and I forgot how much I loved it. And then during the Sephora sale, I grabbed it again. It is the Sephora Retractable Brow Pencil. very inexpensive, and I got it in the shade, just this medium brown, I believe. Is it on here? Medium brown, yep. So I usually do my brows before my foundation. It doesn't matter. I brush them up, then I go across the bottom, and brows are a journey. They have been a journey for me. I've had so many different types of styles of brows, but right now I'm into the fluffy, sort of feathered up type look, but I do very much enjoy this pencil. It's not too stiff that I feel like I'm dragging and dragging, but I have had them where they're too pigmented and it's hard to control. This is a very nice medium ground. So flicking up, a little lighter towards the center, and then you can go a little heavier from about here over. I have a tendency to go overboard. Your brows will never be perfect, and they will never perfectly match. Sisters, not twins. I think I am happy with that. A couple more strokes here, and then I'll wait to set them until after I powder. So good pencil, a lot of good things from the Sephora collection. I definitely recommend. I'm going to bronze up the face with my Huda Beauty Tantour. This is a gorgeous product. I got this in the shade Light, which I'm glad that light was recommended to me from a video that I was watching on YouTube, because I would have picked up medium, and that might have been a little too dark for me. We'll see. The way that this product goes on, a little bit goes a long way. So it'll probably be a couple of years before, well, I'm sure it would expire before then, but in theory, it would last longer than I would ever need it to. Hopefully it's not a product that dries out. This is a new product to me, but I have been very much enjoying it. So we're going to add a little bit of dimension to the face. If you have a large forehead like I do, go around the edge. That will diminish the size of that forehead. I do enjoy bronzer. A little bit on the jawline. I'm going to do a trick I just learned. I'm going to put some on my ring fingers, and then I'm going to slide down the nose with it, and then back up for a little bit of nose contour. We'll blend that out with our concealer brush here. And if you go too far with it, you can always take a little bit of concealer in there as well. I'm going to close this up because we have plenty of that on. Good, 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 good. What am I doing next? I'm going in with some blush. I can't find my blush. What did I do with it? Okay, I'm going to show you a little trick when you forget your blush. I'm going to take my lipstick. This is the Morphe lipstick in Sweet Tea that I'm planning on using on my lips. And I'm going to, oh, I know what I was going to do. I don't need to do that. If you ever want to see that trick, let me know. I will do it for you. The eyeshadow palette that I was going to use, this Wayne Goss, I love all the colors in here. And this color right here can be used as a blush. I've used this as bronzer, this is highlight. I've done all those things. So I love Wayne Goss. If you are not familiar, he is a fantastic makeup artist that has some gorgeous brushes, and he has a makeup line. He has eyeshadow palettes, bronzers, blushes, highlights. He just came out with a new foundation. I have 2 of his palettes. I have a few of his brushes. I would love to have more. I'm going to use this shade right here as highlight, because I like to do my bronzer and then my highlight and then my blush. Do you see how beautiful that is? I am just adding this highlight here. Goes right on the cheeks beautifully. And then I'm going to take my blush brush here, and I'm going to go right into this shade, which is a nice peachy shade. And what's nice about his palettes are that the pan sizes are big enough to fit your brushes in easily. So the palettes are, I don't know, maybe $55, but if you think about it, so versatile. I do have another video up. I'll try to see if I can link it in the description box, where I use another one of his palettes. I believe it's the Imperial Topaz. No, this is Imperial Topaz. That one's called Pearl, and it's absolutely beautiful. So gorgeous. Love the face. I'm going to get some eyeshadow on these eyes now. So in this palette, you've got a matte brown here and a matte black here. The other 3 are shimmers. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, this medium toned brown. The brush that I'm using is this is a Makeup Revolution brush, and it is, make sure that eye primer is blended. It's a nice brush. I picked it up from Makeup Revolution, and I like it. It's the fluffy blending brush. But I am going to go in with this shade, and I'm just going to blend and blend and blend. I heard once that they said, when you think you're done blending, blend more, because you want those edges to be as seamless as possible. So this is just step 1. We will blend more. But as you can see, this is a gorgeous shade of brown. His shadows have a silkiness to them, which is different than any other shadows that I own. I think that's why one of the things that I love so much about his palettes. I like the size, I like the value, the versatility, and then just the uniqueness of the formula of the shadows. I am tempted to try the foundation that he just came out with. It just concerns me because it's a cream foundation, and I don't know about my oily skin and how it would handle a cream foundation. Let me know. Have you watched any videos on it? Do you follow Wayne Goss? Are you tempted to pick it up? Did you pick it up? I'd love to hear. Inquiring mine wants to know. There we go. I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just soften all the edges. There's nothing on there. I'm just going over the edge of the color to make sure that it is as seamless as possible. And of course, we used that shimmering orange shade, so I do want to incorporate that in the look a little bit. I'm going to take a smaller fluffy brush. This one is from Essence, also very affordable, just like the Makeup Revolution. And I'm going to put this deeper in my crease, because I want those tones. I want this to be a tone-on-tone match. Just makes the whole look more cohesive. when you have the shades going together. And I often, that trick with the lipstick as a cream blush, that is so easy when you are traveling. Cream blushes are all the rage right now. And we didn't even know we had them all the time, because if you have a bullet lipstick, you have a cream blush. As long as it's not too shiny. I am more of a matte lipstick kind of girl, so that works out for me. I could go in with this shimmer on the lid, which is a really nice coppery shade. I could go in with this shade, which is what I used for the highlight. And then this one over here is it's like a topper shade, and you can see the beauty once it is on the eye. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shimmer first, and I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to put this right on my lid. It is creamy and blendable, and Wayne also makes a very big deal about making his makeup more friendly to mature skinned persons, whoever has mature skin that would like to wear makeup, whether you're male or female or what your preferences are. He wants his makeup brand to look good on you. So that is the champagne shimmer here. Now I'm going to go into this glitter topper because I want you to see how pretty that is. And hopefully with these studio lights, you can see how special this glitter topper is. Can you see the difference? It is beautiful. Again, I am a glitter girl, but I really like this formula. And all of his palettes have, I believe he calls it a celestial shade. He and Pat McGrath are known for that. I want to deepen this outer corner a little bit, so I'm going to go in with another small fluffy brush. This one is from AOA, which is the Shop Miss A brand. Very inexpensive. And I am just going to basically stamp that black in my outer corner. Do you see how easy that was? I am tapping off my brush, but I'm just stamping and swirling into that outer corner and then just very lightly blending it into the other shades. If you can hear background noise, my whole family is here. So of course you're going to hear some noise. I'm going to go back into that brown a little bit and just very, very lightly go over the edge of that black because I want it to blend together. And it's looking beautiful. I'm going to take that clean blending brush again and just go over the edges. Very nice. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to take a flat brush. This one is from Morphe. And I'm going to start with this peachy shimmer. I'm going to put that on the brush, and because it is a shimmer, I'm going to be really careful, and hopefully it's not going to drop down under the eye too much. I normally wet my brush, but I didn't. And I'll show you how to clean it up if we make a mess. Going underneath. Again, with that peach, it's going to pull in that blush and that crease shade that we used. I like it. If we go, I'm going back in with that concealer brush that I used. Just going over. Remember, I haven't even set my face yet. So that looks nice. I'm going to take an even smaller brush. Where am I going to find a smaller brush here? I know I have one. Here's just another angled brush. This one is from Nabla. And I'm going to take that black and go just really close to the lash line here, just to sort of smoke it out. I'm just very, very closely going back and forth. And I want it to tie into that outer corner darkness. I'm liking it, liking it. I think I'm going to stop there with the eyeshadow. I think I'm ready to set this face. I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty. This is her Easy Bake powder, one of my very favorite powders. I was so sad I was not able to get my hands on the Cherry Blossom one, the pink one. I thought that would look really nice under the eyes for brightening. It sold out pretty fast before I was able to get my hands on it. Have you ever tried a pink powder under your eyes? I just like to look as bright as possible. And this tool that I'm using here is a Beauty Blender Puff. I really like to pat my powder in with it. I think it just creates a more poreless canvas on the face. And when you set with powder, it's going to really lock in that makeup so that it doesn't go anywhere. I didn't talk about my date night. We're going to go out to dinner and then maybe go have a refreshment somewhere. We're not big dancers, but I'm a people watcher. I like to watch other people dance and just have a conversation with my date. That sounds nice to me. I do want to set this cream bronzer, so I'm going to use my Believe Beauty. I just did a video on my other channel. I have another channel called Gen D Beauty where I post 3 times a week. I just did a full video of makeup $5 or less, and it was mostly this Believe Beauty brand. If you live near a Dollar General, it is their house brand of makeup. It is sold exclusively at Dollar General, and I was shocked at how nice their makeup is. It's really, really nice. I had a lot of standout products. So I just set that. I think I might need a little more blush on these cheeks. So I'm going to go back in with my blush brush and back into that Wayne palette. I'm okay with the highlight because I don't want the highlight to be too much, but I want to be able to see that peach. Yes, that looks pretty. For liner, we're going back to the eyes now. You with me? I have this is my favorite, Sephora retractable waterproof liner. Again, just picked this up a couple weeks ago, but I was shocked at how matte black this is. When I'm not doing a wing, I love just lining my eyes with this. But for today, I'm just going to put it in my waterline because I am going full glam and I'm going to do a wing. So I'm just going to put this in my top and bottom waterline. And it is so nice. If you struggle putting liner in your waterline, just acknowledge the fact that it might be the liner that you're using, because it should just glide right on. And some of them stay on better than others. And this one, I believe, is $12 and it stays on And I like that it has a sharpener on the end plus a little smudger. So if you have a harsh line, you can just take that smudger and soften it so that it looks like a black shadow, but a little bit more pigmented and deep. For the gel liner, for my wing, I'm going to use Inglot, which is my very favorite. I have tried other brands and looking for that lesser expensive option, and I come back to Inglot because it is the best. It has not dried out. So that fussing that I did over the $22 price tag, is it really that bad when I'm going to have it for a long time? So hopefully I stay in frame here and focus. I'm just using a brush from Sigma. And I just aim for the edge of my brow. Make a line going just like this. And just the lightest hand. But I find this so much easier to use than a actual liquid liner. If you've not tried gel liners and you struggle, I highly, highly recommend. I like it. Now we're looking glam. A wing changes everything. It just elongates the eye. Beautiful. Inglot you can find on, I know they have their own website, but I usually get it on Beautylish. I have a wipey in my lap because I like to clean off my brush right away. I also like to comb out my lashes after doing a liner like that, just in case any product has gotten into the lashes. You don't want anything to interfere with your mascara application. You want nice brushed out lashes. Very good. A little curl to those lashes. I believe this lash curler is from Tweezerman. It just fits very nicely on the eye. Just giving it some squishes here to make those lashes nice. See, I think I did have product in those lashes. Hopefully I am clear. All right, and for mascara, I have the Morphe Make It Big. This is one of my favorite mascaras when I want a bold lash look. It is a wetter formula, but it builds up fast. I really enjoy it. And if you get a little mascara on your lid, that's okay. Just let it dry. The worst thing you can do is touch it while it's wet. Let it dry, and then you can go in with your spoolie from a brush or from your eyebrow pencil, and it'll just flake right off. But as you can see, this mascara is just gorgeous. If you do go crazy, it can get a little bit clumpy if you keep going in and in and in. I don't mind that. The bigger, the bolder, the longer, the more volumized, the happier I am. I think false lashes are a pain in the tush. So I am all about maximizing my own lashes. I do use a lash serum. I used one from a multi-level marketing company once and had a bad experience. So it took me a few more years to try it again, and I tried it again from a YouTube creator recommendation. If you've ever heard of Mel Thompson, I love her. The dearly departed. She left us way too early, but she recommended a product called New Lash that you can get at a few different retailers, but Nordstrom seems to have the best deal. And I've started using that, oh, it was over a year ago, and I don't think I'll ever stop. It is a great product that definitely made my lashes nicer. So it's nice to like most mascaras when most mascaras can work on your lashes because they are longer, and it's just super easy. You throw it on your lashes, on your lash line right before you go to bed. And then it took about a month before I really started to notice. I've thought about moving it to instead of every night to every other night just to conserve the product, because I'm assuming it's one of those products that it works as long as you continue using it. But I will never get lash extensions again. I've done it twice, and it was twice too many times. It's just so damaging to my lashes. They were so sad when I had them removed. Let me know. Have you had an experience with that? So that looks nice. I'm going to use a little card here to give them a little bit of a dry, and then I'm going to show you a little lash lift trick. Can you tell them all about those maximized lashes? So let me know if there's any special need children mamas watching. My little one is autistic, which definitely is a challenge. By the way, I'm doing this little lash lift trick where I push up with my fingers and down with my lashes at the same time, and it's going to lift these lashes. So as I was saying, my little one has autism. He is 9. He is beautiful and happy, and sometimes a very big challenge. He's a Leo, like me, and he likes to get his own way. But it's nice to have the support that I have of family. I take him to different therapies, and I just want to do everything that I can to give him the best future possible. So if there's any special needs parents out there, give me a hey in the comments, because it's nice to have that support. I've been out in public in the middle of a tantrum situation, and you can just tell the people who know. We're just the people who have kind hearts that look and say, you got this. Stay strong. And thank goodness for my husband. I have a great partner. That was one of the first pieces of advice that I got when Luke was first diagnosed as an autism. Mom looked at me and said, don't forget your husband. Make sure that as focused as you are in that child, you need to focus on your marriage and your relationship with your partner as well. So I tried to keep that in mind. But luckily, it hasn't been an issue. Oh, did I get a little mascara? Did my mascara drop down? Oh, it's just a tiny little flake. There we go. But do you see how gorgeous this mascara is? Beautiful. Are we ready for the lips? I'm taking off this lip plumper. Very nice. Gonna just powder. And another Morphe product that I love is their lip liners. This is Sweet Tea, and I recently got Makeup Talk, which is another beautiful lip liner, another shade. It's more of a pinky brown, where this is more of a nude brown. And then, I mean, so creamy. I love the sharpening. It reminds me of the MAC lip pencils. As I was discussing before, I have a lip line. This was actually a trio, as a matter of fact. From Ulta, I got the liner, the matte lipstick, and the lip gloss. And that's what I'm using today. But I fell in love with the lip liner first. And then when I saw that Ulta had the trio for a discounted price, I said, oh, heck yeah. And I love the bullet lipstick. It's also in the shade Sweet Tea. For my matte lip lovers out there, this is a nice matte lipstick that I usually wait 5 minutes and then blot it, and then it is pretty. It's not that it won't transfer, it will transfer, but very little and very super long lasting. And if you want to go full glam, you want all the shine, throw the gloss on, also called Sweet Tea. And if you were curious what the gloss looks like without the lipstick, it does have pigment to it. So you do get color with that. But it is very slick, but not sticky. I think it just makes the lips look juicy. I like it a lot. I'm going to set my brows with my e.l.f. Brow Lift. I love this stuff. If you have brows that do not behave, that do not stay, you just take a spoolie brush and bend it. I think they have one that you can buy. I didn't do that because I have my own spoolies. Dip it in and then just brush them up. And they will stay all day. Not crunchy. It's a great formula. So I like my brows to be a little on the fluffy side. And then I do recommend that you just sort of take a tissue or something to wipe the residue off of your spoolie. And let's see. Let's do a final check. I think everything looks good. The eyes look good. I'm going to go ahead and set with my Benefit the Porefessional. This is their super setter. Supposed to shake it first. It smells fresh. It is the softest mist I have ever felt in my life. And anything that says it's going to smooth the look of pores, I say yes, please. Should I take the hair down? Let's see what we look like. I think for a fun date night with a leopard dress. What do you think? How do I look? Do I look ready for a date night? Did you have fun? I hope that you had fun. Leave me a comment. Even if you weren't able to catch it live, I would love to hear from you in the comment section on the replay. Let me know what you thought of the look. If you like the whole, we're going for that whole leopard kind of look here. I appreciate you spending some time with me. I look forward to the next video. I hope you have a fabulous day.